Perhaps it's the idea that you're not talented enough, that success is only for the lucky few, or that you're too old to change. These beliefs may feel like absolute truths, but they are nothing more than thoughts that have been repeated so often that they've become ingrained in your psyche. The Gnostic approach to breaking free from these mental prisons involves a radical questioning of everything you've been taught to believe. It requires the courage to challenge your deepest assumptions and the willingness to embrace new possibilities. This process can be uncomfortable, even frightening, as it shakes the very foundations of your reality. But it is through this deconstruction that true freedom and transformation become possible. As you begin to dismantle your mental prisons, ask yourself, what would I attempt if I knew I couldn't fail? What dreams have I abandoned because of my limiting beliefs? The key to your liberation is already in your hands. Are you ready to use it? At the heart of the Gnostic tradition lies the concept of Gnosis, a direct, experiential knowledge of the divine that transcends intellectual understanding. This isn't about memorizing spiritual concepts or adhering to rigid dogmas. It's about having a first-hand encounter with the ultimate reality that underlies all of existence. Imagine the difference between reading about the taste of a strawberry and actually biting into one, letting its sweetness explode on your tongue. That's the difference between intellectual knowledge and Gnosis. It's a knowing that permeates every cell of your being, transforming you from the inside out. The power of Gnosis lies in its ability to shatter our limited perceptions and open us up to the vast potential of our true nature. It's a catalyst for profound transformation, capable of dissolving years of conditioning in a single moment of clarity. But Gnosis isn't something that can be given to you by an external authority. It must be experienced directly through practices that quiet the mind and open the heart. As you contemplate the power of Gnosis, ask yourself, what practices or experiences have given me glimpses of a deeper reality? How can I cultivate more of these transformative moments in my life? The path to Gnosis is unique for each individual, but it always begins with a sincere desire for truth and a willingness to look beyond the surface of things. One of the most powerful aspects of the Gnostic secret is its emphasis on embracing all aspects of ourselves, including the parts we'd rather keep hidden. In our quest for perfection and social acceptance, we often push away the darker aspects of our nature, creating a fragmented sense of self. But true transformation requires us to integrate our shadow, those repressed, disowned parts of ourselves that we've deemed unacceptable. Think about a trait or tendency within yourself that you've always tried to suppress or deny. Perhaps it's anger, jealousy, or a desire that doesn't fit with your self-image. The act of pushing away these aspects doesn't make them disappear. It only gives them more power over us from the shadows of our unconscious. The Gnostic approach invites us to bring these shadow elements into the light of consciousness, not to indulge them blindly, but to understand their origins and the wisdom they may hold. This process of integration leads to a more authentic, whole sense of self. It allows us to channel the energy we've been using to repress these aspects into more creative and fulfilling pursuits. As you begin to explore your own shadow, ask yourself, what parts of myself have I been denying or repressing? How might my life change if I could accept and integrate these aspects? Remember, it is often in our wounds and imperfections that our greatest gifts and potential for growth lie. Write in the comments, I embrace my transformative power. With these words, you not only affirm your intention, but manifest it in the physical world. Now, like this video and subscribe to the channel. Every click is a declaration to the cosmos. You are ready to receive the wisdom that will transform your reality. The ancient practice of alchemy, often misunderstood as a mere quest to turn lead into gold, holds a deeper, symbolic meaning that aligns perfectly with the Gnostic secret of personal transformation. Just as alchemists sought to transmute base metals into precious ones, we have the power to transform the lead of our lower nature into the gold of our highest potential. This alchemical process begins with recognizing that every challenge, every flaw, and every difficult emotion contains within it the seed of its own transformation. The anger that seems so destructive can be transmuted into passionate drive. The fear that holds you back can become the catalyst for courageous action. The pain of past wounds can be alchemized into deep compassion and wisdom. But this transformation doesn't happen automatically or overnight. Have you ever felt that there's something more to life, a hidden truth just beyond your grasp? The ancient Gnostics believed they held the key to unlocking the secrets of existence itself. But what if I told you that this long-lost wisdom isn't just a relic of the past, but a powerful tool that can transform your reality today? In a world filled with chaos and uncertainty, we often find ourselves searching for meaning, purpose, and a sense of control over our lives. We look to external sources for answers, hoping that the next self-help book, motivational speaker, or life hack will finally provide the breakthrough we've been seeking. But what if the true source of transformation has been within you all along? The Gnostic tradition, with its emphasis on direct personal experience of the divine, offers a radical departure from conventional wisdom. It challenges us to look beyond the surface-level reality we've been conditioned to accept and to tap into a deeper wellspring of knowledge and power. This isn't about adopting a new belief system or following a set of rigid rules. It's about awakening to your true nature and potential. As we embark on this journey together, prepare to question everything you thought you knew about yourself and the world around you. The path ahead may be challenging, but the rewards are beyond measure. Are you ready to unlock the Gnostic secret that will transform your reality? Think back to a moment when you felt truly connected to something greater than yourself. Perhaps it was while standing in awe of nature's beauty, experiencing a profound synchronicity, or feeling an inexplicable bond with a stranger. These fleeting glimpses of unity reveal a fundamental truth that the Gnostics understood centuries ago. The illusion of separation is the root of our suffering. In our modern world, we're conditioned to see ourselves as isolated individuals, separate from each other and the universe around us. This perceived separation fuels our fears, insecurities, and conflicts. We compete for resources, struggle for validation, and build walls to protect ourselves from perceived threats. But what if this entire paradigm is based on a misunderstanding of our true nature? The Gnostic secret challenges us to recognize that we are not separate beings, but integral parts of a vast, interconnected whole. Just as a wave is not separate from the ocean, we are not separate from the cosmic consciousness that permeates all of existence. This realization has the power to dissolve our deepest fears and limitations, opening us up to a reality of infinite possibility. As you begin to internalize this truth, ask yourself, how would your life change if you truly understood that you are not separate from the source of all creation? What fears would dissolve? What limitations would crumble? The journey of transformation begins with this fundamental shift in perspective. We live in an age of information overload, constantly bombarded by opinions, advice, and supposed expert knowledge. But amidst this cacophony of external voices, we've lost touch with our most valuable source of guidance, our inner wisdom. The Gnostics understood that true knowledge doesn't come from memorizing facts or blindly following authorities. It emerges from direct, personal experience of the divine spark within. Think about a time when you had a gut feeling about something, an intuition that proved to be correct despite all logic suggesting otherwise. That inner knowing is a glimpse of the vast reservoir of wisdom that resides within you. But for most of us, this connection to our inner guidance has been muffled by years of conditioning, self-doubt, and external pressures. Awakening to your inner wisdom requires quieting the incessant chatter of the mind and learning to listen to the subtle whispers of your soul. It's about trusting yourself on a deeper level and recognizing that you have access to a wellspring of knowledge that transcends the limitations of your rational mind. This doesn't mean abandoning logic or critical thinking, but rather integrating them with a more profound source of understanding. As you begin to cultivate this connection to your inner wisdom, ask yourself, what truths have I been ignoring? What aspects of my life feel out of alignment with my deepest knowing? The path to transformation begins with honoring the wisdom that already resides within you. We are all prisoners of our own minds, trapped by limiting beliefs, self-imposed restrictions, and societal conditioning. These mental prisons shape our perception of reality and dictate the boundaries of what we believe is possible. But just as a key can unlock a physical cage, the Gnostic secret provides the key to liberating ourselves from these invisible constraints. Think about a belief you hold about yourself or the world that limits your potential. It requires consistent, conscious effort to face our inner darkness and choose a higher perspective. It demands that we stop running from discomfort and instead use it as fuel for our growth. This is the true magic of personal alchemy. The ability to turn life's raw materials, no matter how base they seem, into something precious and transformative. As you contemplate your own alchemical potential, ask yourself, what aspects of my life or self am I ready to transmute? What lead within me is waiting to be turned into gold? Remember, the power to initiate this transformation lies entirely within you. The concept of karma is often misunderstood as a system of cosmic punishment and reward. But in the Gnostic tradition, karma is seen as the natural consequence of our actions and thoughts, creating patterns that shape our reality. These karmic patterns can feel like chains, binding us to repetitive cycles of behavior and experience. The secret to breaking free lies in becoming conscious of these patterns and making different choices. Think about a situation in your life that seems to repeat itself, despite your best efforts to change it. Perhaps it's a type of relationship, dynamic, a financial struggle, or a recurring emotional state. These repetitive experiences are often the result of unconscious karmic patterns playing out in your life. The Gnostic approach to breaking these chains involves bringing full awareness to our thoughts, actions, and their consequences. It requires us to take radical responsibility for our lives, recognizing that we are the creators of our own reality. This doesn't mean blaming ourselves for every difficulty, but rather empowering ourselves to make different choices and create new patterns. As you begin to examine your own karmic patterns, ask yourself, what cycles am I ready to break? What new choices can I make today that will create a different future? Remember, every moment is an opportunity to write a new karmic script for your life. In our modern, rationalistic world, we've lost touch with the power of myth and symbol to shape our lives and guide our transformation. The Gnostics understood that mythic narratives and archetypal symbols speak directly to our subconscious minds, bypassing our rational defenses and touching the deepest parts of our psyche. Think about a story, whether from ancient mythology or modern fiction, that has deeply resonated with you. Perhaps it's the hero's journey of overcoming impossible odds, the alchemical transformation of Beauty and the Beast, or the wisdom quest of finding the Holy Grail. These mythic narratives provide templates for our own growth and evolution. By consciously engaging with myths and symbols that resonate with our souls, we can tap into a wellspring of transformative power. This doesn't mean literally believing in myths as historical fact, but rather using them as lenses through which to view and shape our own life journey. It's about recognizing the mythic dimensions of our everyday experiences and consciously stepping into the role of the hero in our own life story. As you consider the power of mythic living, ask yourself, what mythic narrative or archetypal journey resonates most deeply with my current life situation? How can I consciously embody the hero or heroine of my own life story? Remember, you are the author of your own myth, with the power to write a transformative new chapter at any moment. One of the most powerful applications of the Gnostic secret is in the realm of relationships. So often, we approach our connections with others from a place of lack, neediness, or fear. We seek in others what we believe is missing in ourselves. leading to codependency, conflict, and disappointment. The Gnostic approach offers a radical shift in how we relate to others and ourselves. At the core of this approach is the recognition that all beings are manifestations of the same divine consciousness. When we truly internalize this truth, we no longer approach relationships from a place of separation or lack. Instead, we see each interaction as an opportunity for mutual recognition, growth, and celebration of our shared essence. This doesn't mean ignoring boundaries or accepting harmful behavior. On the contrary, it allows us to engage in relationships with greater authenticity, compassion, and wisdom. We learn to love others not for what they can give us, but for the unique expression of the divine that they represent. This shift transforms our relationships from sources of struggle and dependency into catalysts for mutual awakening and joy. As you contemplate your own relationships, ask yourself, how would my interactions change if I truly saw the divine in every person I encounter? What fears or needs could I release in my relationships if I recognized my own completeness? Remember, the quality of your relationships is a direct reflection of your relationship with yourself and the divine within you. The ultimate goal of the Gnostic secret is not just personal transformation, but the manifestation of your highest potential in service of the greater good. This isn't about accumulating wealth or achieving worldly success, although these may be side effects. It's about aligning your life with your soul's true purpose and becoming a channel for divine creativity in the world. Think about a moment when you felt truly alive, when you were expressing yourself in a way that felt effortless and deeply fulfilling. These peak experiences offer glimpses of your highest potential in action. The Gnostic approach involves cultivating this state of being more consistently in your daily life. This process of manifestation isn't about forcing outcomes through sheer willpower. It's about aligning yourself with the flow of universal energy and allowing your unique gifts to emerge naturally. It requires deep listening to your inner guidance, courage to step into the unknown, and trust in the unfolding of your path. As you contemplate manifesting your highest potential, ask yourself, what would my life look like if I were fully expressing my unique gifts? What steps can I take today to align more closely with my soul's purpose? Remember, the world needs your unique light. By manifesting your highest potential, you contribute to the evolution of all consciousness. As we come to the end of this exploration of the Gnostic secret, we arrive at perhaps the most profound truth of all, the power of the present moment. All of the transformation we've discussed ultimately occurs in the eternal now, the only point of time in which we have true power to change our reality. The past exists only as memory, the future only as imagination. It is in this present moment that we have the power to break free from old patterns, make new choices, and align with our highest potential. The Gnostic secret reveals that this moment right now contains within it the entirety of existence. It is the gateway to the infinite. By fully embracing the present moment, we step out of the stream of conditioned thinking and into the vast ocean of pure awareness. From this space of presence, true transformation becomes not just possible, but inevitable. We no longer need to struggle against what is, but can flow with the natural unfolding of our highest good. As we conclude this journey, ask yourself, how can I more fully embrace the power of the present moment? What would change in my life if I lived from a place of deep presence? Remember, the key to transforming your reality has been in your hands all along. It is the power of your conscious awareness, fully engaged in the eternal now. The Gnostic secret is not something to be learned and filed away, but a living truth to be embodied in every moment. As you integrate these teachings into your life, you'll discover that transformation is not a destination, but an ongoing journey of awakening to your true nature. The power to change your reality lies within you, waiting to be unleashed. The time for transformation is now. What will you do with this precious moment? In the grand tapestry of existence, We are all participants in a cosmic dance, a divine play of energy and consciousness. The Gnostic secret reveals that this dance is not something happening to us, but through us. We are not mere spectators, but co-creators in this unfolding cosmic drama. Imagine for a moment that your life is a dance floor, and every experience, every interaction, every thought and emotion is a step in an intricate choreography. Some steps feel graceful and harmonious, while others may feel awkward or out of sync. The key is not to judge the dance, but to become more conscious of our movements and their impact on the whole. As we awaken to our role as cosmic dancers, we begin to move through life with greater fluidity and purpose. We learn to attune ourselves to the rhythms of the universe, aligning our personal will with the greater flow of existence. This doesn't mean passively accepting whatever comes our way, but rather engaging with life's challenges and opportunities with the grace and responsiveness of a skilled dancer. The cosmic dance invites us to embrace both the light and shadow aspects of existence. Just as a dance involves both tension and release, our journey of transformation requires us to engage with the full spectrum of human experience. By fully embracing our role in this cosmic choreography, we open ourselves to a life of greater beauty, meaning, and impact. While we've touched on relationships earlier, the Gnostic secret offers even deeper insights into the transformative power of our connections with others. Every relationship in our lives, from the most casual acquaintance to our most intimate partnerships, offers an opportunity for alchemical transformation. Think of each person in your life as a mirror, reflecting back to you aspects of yourself that you may not otherwise see. The qualities that most irritate or attract us in others are often the very qualities we need to acknowledge and integrate within ourselves. This mirroring effect is not always comfortable, but it offers invaluable opportunities for growth and self-discovery. The alchemical process in relationships involves transmuting the base metals of conflict, misunderstanding, and projection into the gold of mutual understanding, compassion, and shared growth. This requires a willingness to look beyond surface-level interactions and ego-driven reactions to the deeper currents of connection that unite us all. As we engage in this relational alchemy, we begin to see every interaction as an opportunity for mutual transformation. We learn to approach our relationships not from a place of need or expectation, but from a desire to serve each other's highest good. In this way, our relationships become crucibles for spiritual growth, catalyzing our evolution and contributing to the awakening of collective consciousness. At the core of the Gnostic secret lies an eternal flame, a spark of divine consciousness that burns within each of us. This flame is the source of our true power, our deepest wisdom, and our capacity for transformation. It is the unchanging essence that remains constant amidst the ever-changing circumstances of our lives. Many of us go through life unaware of this inner flame, or we allow it to be dimmed by doubt, fear, and the distractions of the external world. But no matter how obscured it may become, this flame never goes out. The journey of transformation involves rediscovering this eternal flame within ourselves and allowing it to illuminate every aspect of our lives. Connecting with our inner flame requires us to turn our attention inward, to quiet the noise of the outer world and listen to the subtle whispers of our soul. This may involve practices like meditation, contemplation, or creative expression. Anything that helps us drop out of our busy minds and into the depths of our being. As we learn to tend to our inner flame, we become beacons of light in the world. We no longer need to seek validation or purpose from external sources, because we are in touch with the source of all light and life within ourselves. From this place of inner connection, we naturally begin to radiate warmth, wisdom, and transformative power to all those around us.